Answer to this one is negative 29.
Good morning. Just a few announcements this morning. Caden Blizzard, Megan Johnson, Destiny Wallace, you have books on hold in the
Answer to this one should be negative 5/2. Answer to this one is negative 1/2. For the homework, you must have the graphs and the notebook paper that shows the work for the equations. So we have 6 people here, and all 6 have their homework, so that's 100%. So everybody bring up a number from 1 to 20. I'll pick 5. Homework lottery numbers are 2, 3, 8, 12, and 15. Here's a multiple choice. Just need the block letter only for the right answer. What is the run of this slope? You should have 8y equals negative 2x plus 24 and divide everything by 8. These cancel out. Negative 2/8 is negative 1/4, which means the run is 4. C. Here are the homework answers. We're going to look at all the equations first. So for number 1, you should have y equals 2x minus 3. Number 2 is y equals 2x plus 4. 3 is negative 5/3 x plus 3. 4 is negative 1/6 x plus 3. 5 is y equals x minus 3. For number 6, it is y equals 4x plus 12. 7 is 1/2 x minus 1. 8 is y equals a negative 3x minus 2. 9 is y equals 5/3 x plus 4. And 10 is y equals a half, or not a half, but x plus 2. Here's the graph, and I have the problem numbers largely at either end, so you can take a moment to check over your graph. Here's a quick review. Say the answer out loud. 12/8 reduces to what? Without the calculator. You can leave it as an improper fraction. What number goes into both? 3/2 is right. 4 goes into each of those. 16/10 reduced without the calculator. 8/5. 12/20. 6/10 is partially right, but you can still reduce that. 3/5. 5/25. 1/5. 32/24. 4/3, right. 16/48. Close, it's 1/something. 1/3. 64 over 48. Not 3 over 1. Not 3. 48 won't go into 64 3 times. It's not 3 over 2. 4 over not 2. 48 won't go into 64 4 times. 4 over 3. 19 over 57. 1 over something, it's not 4. 3, yes. 45 over 60. 3 over not 5. 4. 40 over 24. 10 over 6 is partially right. It can still reduce. 5 over 3, yes. All right, everybody pick a number from 1 to 10. The winning number for the lottery is 4. All right, for today you won't need graph paper, but you're still going to use the same types of equations. You're going to transform a slope-intercept form, which is this, if I get the right marker out, slope-intercept form, and you're going to convert it to standard form. So here's what you would have to do. To go from slope-intercept to standard form, you're going to have to move that x term over to the left. This must go to the left and change signs. It goes in front of the y. Now, if you have the following conditions met, then you're finished. 1, you have x and y on the left. 2, you have no fractions. And 3, the x term is not negative. If those are the case, then you're finished, and this would be the final answer. And in this case it is. This is one of the easiest ones you will get. This falls into the form of ax plus by equals c. So if I gave you a problem like this and asked, what is the a term once you change the standard form, it would be 2. And the c term, -3. B would be what? 1, yeah, since there's nothing there. Here's example 2. Y equals 4x plus 5. Move the x term to the left and change the sign. Now remember the conditions we have. 1, x and y have to be on the left. 2, the a term cannot be negative and there can be no fractions. So which condition is not met here? It's what? Yeah, the -4 is the problem. The -4 is the problem. You cannot have a negative a term for standard form. So to get rid of that negative, you have to multiply everything in that equation by -1. Or in other words, just change the sign of everything. So it would be 4x minus y equals -5. Try this one, see what you get. On the bonus problem, just move the 2x to the left and change the sign. Once you do that, you're finished. This bonus goes to the first 4. Answer for this bonus should be 3. Here's another bonus to the first 4. Answer to this bonus is 2. to the first 4. Answer is 4 for this one. Pick a number from 1 to 10. The winning number for this lottery is 6. Try this one. On the practice problem, you just have to move 5x to the left, change the sign, and that's the answer. To the first 4 people. Answer to the bonus should be 4. To the first 4. Answer to this should be 2. Answer to this one is 7. Fast multiple choice, block letter of the right answer only. What is the slope? Answer for this one should be B. Answer is A. Example 3. Y equals 2/3 x plus 2. You have to move the x term to the left, change the sign. Now we have 2 conditions that are not met. We have a negative a term and we have a fraction. Take care of the negative a term first and simply change the sign of everything. So there's one condition met. Now for the fraction, to get rid of the 2/3, you have to multiply the entire equation by the denominator of the fraction. By doing that, it cancels out with that denominator and you're left with the numerator, which is 2x. But you must also multiply that 3 by the minus y and multiply it by the negative 2. Example 4. Y equals a negative 5/4 x plus 2. Move this x term to the left and change the sign. Now the a term is positive, so we don't have to change any signs, but we do have to multiply the entire equation by what? 4. When I do that, it will cancel out with itself under the 5 and be left with just the 5x. But then you must also multiply the 4 by the other 2 terms to get your final answer. Try this one. On the practice, you have to move this to the left and make it negative 1/3x plus y equals 1. And then multiply, not multiply yet, well, you could, but we'll just go ahead and change the sign of everything, which is the same as multiplying by negative 1. So it's 1/3 x minus y equals negative 1. And then we would multiply everything by 3 to cancel out here and be left with an x. But you have to multiply everything else by 3. This is your answer. To the first 4 people, that should be negative x equals a negative 2 minus 8, and which will give you a negative 10, but you divide by negative 1 to get a positive 10. The first 4. Answer for this bonus should be negative 5. To the first 4. Answer for this one should be negative 9. Pick a number from 1 to 10. Winning number for this lottery is 2. Try this one. On the practice problem, move this to the left and make it positive. And the only thing you have to do is multiply through by 4, which will cancel with this and leave you with 3x, and then 4y equals 24. To the first 4 people, answer should be 3 on this one. To the first 4, answer to this one is 1. First 4. Alright, for this one the answer should be -9.